Have you ever had that little spark of creativity where you decide to make the next big thing? Maybe you wanted to finish that epic novel you're writing. Maybe you wanted to host a giant party with a little bit of everything. Maybe you wanted to cook a 7-course dinner for your boss. Then you set out to do it, and frankly, it's a mess. Your writing is sloppy, you forget the streamers and the balloons, and you end up burning the chicken while the souffle falls. What's the matter? Are you doing too little? Nope. You are doing too much. Too much is a problem we see too much, especially in the movie industry. Take one of the best movies of this year, Captain America: Civil War. It's a good movie in and of its own right. But that's the thing. It's a good movie. Not necessarily great, and by no means perfect. It's a fun little Friday night flick, but it covers everything, and yet nothing. There's about 20 different badasses in this movie, each with their own line of dialogue about their motivations and character. There's adventure, there's comedy, there's romance, there's politics, there's great special effects, there's 2 huge battles and dozens of tiny ones, there's beautiful shots, there's Stan Lee, all in a 2.5-hour movie. And it honestly feels really crowded. Like I'm being spoon-fed all of this stuff by the directors just because that's what they have and that's what they want to give me. Try to appeal to every common denominator, and the end result is something that's incredibly superficial. You come up with something that's wide as an ocean, but deep as a puddle. Some people are in the position where they can hypothetically do it. Like, let's say George R. R. Martin. See? You know, see? Jesus Christ, George. Look at this. It's almost like the Amazon rainforest isn't disappearing. Anyway, we have all these big ideas that we want to work with, but putting too many of them in doesn't work out how we want it. If you dream big, you'll end up with a disappointing medium. However, if you build small, you can come up with an even bigger large as a result. What if I told you that one of the best movies I have seen is a 2-hour-long road trip? Mad Max Fury Road is, at its heart, simply an action flick. There's 15 minutes of exposition in the beginning, a brief 10-minute reprieve an hour into it, and a 5-minute ending scene. The rest is high-octane action that winds up and down like a beating heart. Dialogue is minimal, detail is shown instead of told, and there is no forced love story. The plot is simple, the characters are believable instead of being walking symbols or straight comic relief, and it works. I'm not left wondering what the hell is going on. I just rolled with it and got the best experience out of it. I didn't need a bulletin board to keep tally of motivations. It just felt natural to enjoy. In some cases, those limiting factors can actually end up making the work much more enjoyable than if they simply weren't obeyed in the first place. For example, the show Seinfeld dealt with censorship when they were making the episode The Contest, due to the fact that they were approaching a rather hands-on topic.
So, did you make it through the night?
Yes, I'm proud to say I did.
So you're still master of your domain?
Yes, I am. Master of my domain. But I will tell you this. I am going over to her apartment and I'm telling her to put those shades down.
Wait, what did you...
This is a beautiful woman walking around naked, and you want to tell her to stop? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I mean, it's incomprehensible. I'm not going to let you do it.
Well, I'm doing it. Get out of my way.
You can't. This is something that comes about once in a lifetime. When we were boys looking through our bedroom windows, we would think, why can't there be a woman out there taking her clothes off? And now that wish has come true, and you want to throw it away?
Look, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to let you do it, Jerry.
Get out of my way.
Don't do it. Don't do it. For my sake. God knows I don't ask you for much. Now, come on, please, Jerry. I'm begging you. Please. Come on. Please.
Oh,
Yes.
I know.
Thank you.
She's not there.
Oh, I can wait.
Using some cunning linguistics and mastered bait switching, Seinfeld managed to avoid the censor's ire from referring to such an off-color topic on primetime television. Writer Larry David even won an Emmy in Outstanding Original Writing for his ability to work with the censors to implement creative conveying of the taboo. It's one thing to be able to write and produce by using your limits instead of fighting them, but every medium has a bar attached to it, and you can choose whether to trip over it or to carefully step along it to success. Pixar found their limits in technology, being unable to accurately animate humans without avoiding the uncanny valley effects. They focused instead on objects that could be animated and look realistic without looking creepy. Hence, their first films contained beautiful portrayals of toys, bugs, and monsters before technology was advanced enough to get stylized depictions of superheroes and curmudgeons. There are lots of paths to take when you're creating. Sometimes we can get pretty bold and try to take too many paths, only to be stonewalled by most of them at once. And when you encounter a wall in the middle of the path you're walking on, it might just seem like it's there to stop you for good, unless you can break it. Never consider that wall to be an obstacle, but an opportunity. Break it down, go around it, or maybe just spray paint your initials on it. Do something with it. Heck, if that wall gives you a better height than the path you're walking on does, never be afraid to climb it. The only limit is you, if you let it limit.